Okay, so it's hard to say the truth because people getting in trouble. Now, but I'm gonna say this outright because it's not right what happened to me. So July 21st, 2016, I meet a chick. Everything is going good. I'm drug free. I used to do drugs back in the day. I used to smoke a lot of pot, used to do a lot of painkillers, ecstasy, drink a lot, smoke a lot of cigarettes. Never touched meth though. One time I did, but I was already on so many things and it was like a res rip. So really, I never felt the effects of it. And that was like 7 years before I actually did meth. Like, really did it. I've done coke before, I've done shrooms before, Xanax, Valiums, barbiturates, probably spent over 2 houses in drugs and alcohol and cigarettes. 2 nice houses. But this is before, I even knew that God was who He is. And I have such a fear that no one listens. I have a fear that no one is going to see this or understand, or I'm going to be judged, or the things that I say may get people in trouble. Or people may become offended and try and get me in trouble. And that's not right. The truth is the truth. You should never be afraid of saying the truth. And it's crazy because I want to take responsibility. I'm hard enough on myself as it is. I'm a perfectionist through and through. I gotta have things a certain way, or don't do it at all for me, and I don't want to say that I'm better or anything than that because some people are more anal than me and get down on, with their little white gloves and probably with a Q-tip or whatever and clean shit. Me, I would like to have every single nut and bolt in their bin facing the right way, labeled. Even if it's, the exact size bin that you need. That's like an orgasm to me. Or having everything where you can find something when you need it. Like I used to do carpentry, and sometimes it would take 40 minutes to find a tool for a 5 or 10 minute job. So it would just bother the shit out of me. And so having everything where you wanted it, it was such a it's like, oh, there it is. I know exactly where it is. It's right there where I left it. So, I'm hard enough on myself already, and that's how I am with all of my stuff. I'm not perfect by any means. There's so many things. Don't get me wrong that I don't say that I don't do anything wrong, because I do. I do. I know what I do wrong. But I know one thing that I don't do, and that's try to hurt people. I would rather die than hurt somebody. And that's the honest truth. I let the guy who I thought was cheating with my fiance punch me in the face several times, and me not throw a punch back. And it's very hard for me to be humble about this because I'm a wrestler. I'm a very good wrestler, and I'm tough. And I always hate bragging or whatnot, I try to be humble. Because who gives a shit if you can kick someone's ass? It don't matter. All you're gonna do is hurt yourself or hurt them, and either way, it's gonna be on your heart later. And so I let the guy who I thought my fiance said she was cheating on me with, I caught her in bed with him. And this is how crazy this whole story is, because I don't even believe it to be true. I know it to not be true. But yet, people have put this plan in place to make me go through a nightmare, a living hell. And not only did I get punched in the head like 9 times by this guy, I was shoveling snow for my 69-year-old mother-in-law, soon-to-be mother-in-law at the time. I was shoveling her snow, but the guy came up because she had lied and drugged me through the mud, and he didn't know that she was a cheater, or he's in on it, I don't believe that she is a cheater, but this shit is also crazy how it goes, because I caught her in bed with this guy March 3rd, 2017. And she left me at my worst point, addicted to meth, which she got me addicted to. I'm a grown man, I do what I do, and it was like God's plan though, and some people might have a hard thing, oh, God doesn't want you to do meth. That's not his plan for you. But we go through everything we go through to build us how God intended us to be. And he's planned this out. It's crazy to think about, but he does, and he has. And he's billions and billions of years old, and with the greatest intelligence, and with all the resources, all there is. He's God. So every single thing you do is planned out and thought by him. Not only did okay, so this guy comes up to me, and he says, Zach, what are you doing? And I'm sitting there shoveling snow, and he's like, he gets about 3 feet away from me, and I'm like, I'm just trying to help out, man, because I had an arrangement with this lady. I'd go shovel my grandma's, I'd shovel my mom's, I'd shovel this other elderly lady's, and then I go and shovel hers, or in whichever order. So I'd always go on my rounds and hit it, and I'd always do this shit for free. And it doesn't matter that I did it for free. You know, it's not the point. You know, I try to be humble about that too. So anyway, I'm shoveling. He gets about 3 feet away from me. He asks, Zach, what are you doing there? I said, just trying to help out. He gets about 3 feet away from me, and he raises his fist. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm not expecting this guy to start swinging on me. And it's icy, because it's shoveling snow. I slip, and my shit goes over my head. I fall to my knees, and he just wails on my head about 9 times and kicks me in the sternum. And I'm just out of breath. I'm like, damn, he got me. I've never been attacked like this before. It gave me like PTSD, because who the fuck comes up to you and just starts swinging on you? It's not right, you know, but have mercy on his soul, because I know it hurt his heart. Because he's the first person I had true forgiveness for. And the 2 most crazy days of my life was the day that I got spiritually married in my head to this woman, and the second, which I think was even a greater moment than that, was truly forgiving this individual for doing that to me. And I cried for probably an hour, and I've never felt that kind of forgiveness or that kind of feeling. It was the greatest feeling ever. And I don't know how to do that towards everybody, because I am so angry and hurt from going through all this shit. You know, not having anybody believe you. Not having anybody, respect you for your human beingness or how you want to be treated. Because I bent over backwards for these people. I've given up everything for these people, and they've sent me to jail over this. Yeah, for that, I got 30 days in jail because the restraining order was on me at that location. And she wasn't even living there. And they gave me 30 days in jail for that. And not to mention being heartbroken over this woman, because I love her to death, and it's just crazy how this shit goes. You know, I just, the most amount of pain I've ever been through, and I've been through a lot. You know, I've been through, I don't know how many surgeries exactly, but 30 to my face, because I have a cleft palate. I've had 30 surgeries where at 5 years old, I've had bone removed from my hip to have a bone graft to shove in a hole in my upper roof of my mouth to close it and to sew into it. Got my ass beat by someone who was bully of the year in the high school yearbook. You know, they have that thing, the cutest couple and stuff like that. And nicest car or craziest car. Mom's calling me. I'm gonna go to another video.